Our next guest helps provide hardware, software, and services to consumers and always has fun, cool things to talk about. We run into one or two of his employees around the world, like Kevin, who's always doing a good job demoing some of the new stuff from HP. We got the man himself now, the VP of Product Management for HP, is Mike Nash. Mike, welcome into Tomorrow. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Dave. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure because we walked by your exhibit here at the Showstoppers press event, one of the off-the-beaten show floor path, where we get to see some stuff that's pretty cool, and it's like, whoa, we're finding some unique items here that I'll bet you can share with us. And let's start with what looks like a pretty cool laptop device.
This is the HP Stream 13. The idea, Dave, is you look back at PCs today, they have some really nice thin and light Ultrabooks, a little bit expensive, OPP products that tend to be a little bit thicker, have some good hardware in them. The question was, what if I wanted a device that was really affordable, thin and light, it had just the hardware power that I need. And that was the idea behind these Stream PCs. So we have two models, there's an 11-inch and a 13. The 11-inch starts at $199, has a Intel Celeron processor, 2 gigs of RAM, and a 32 gigabyte eMMC storage. Now because the storage is kind of small, we actually also offer with that a terabyte of OneDrive support for a year. So you have the ability to keep what you want locally, put what you want up in OneDrive. It also comes with a copy of Office 365 for a year. So that's a really great deal. But there's also a hour of Skype every month for a year as well. So that, along with a $25 gift card from the Microsoft Store, is a pretty good deal for this product. $199 for the 11-inch. This 13-inch is $219. It's a great device. Not something you want to play high-end games on, not something you want to do multi-level Photoshop on, but if you're just trying to read your mail, get a paper written, do light editing on a photo, play some casual
games, the web, do the normal stuff.
Watch Netflix, all good, and you have a really good experience with this. And as a part of that, we have these companion devices, the HP Stream 7. This device is $99, has an Atom processor. This is running full Windows on this tablet. This is the 7-inch for $99, and then the 8-inch here, which is available for $149 as well. So great value. Again, both running full Windows with an Intel Atom processor.
And you're talking about some really affordable devices here where HP is stepping up and saying there's no reason that every consumer shouldn't have some really cool products available.
People are very pleasantly surprised by what you get for $199. So really good keyboard feel, a great screen. You'll notice if you look at the detail here, these have a gradient paint. They're available. This one is the cobalt blue. We also have a magenta device as well. So, a device that really can sort of match your lifestyle and your personality as you're out and about. Super thin, great battery life, runs really cool because it's a Intel Bay-12 processor.
Great processors as well. Let's move on to what looks like some overgrown hockey puck kinds of things, but what are these?
These were announced yesterday here at CES. These are the HP Mini PCs. This is the Pavilion Mini, which is a Intel Pentium processor, 500 gigabytes of rotating media, 4 gigabytes of RAM. You'll notice it's got 2 video outs, so you can actually run 2 monitors off this device, 4 USBs, Wi-Fi, gigabit Ethernet, and Bluetooth. If you want to use this thing to drive 2 monitors, it's not a problem. Now the idea here is, you look at a lot of the towers that are for sale today, and they look a lot like the towers that you bought 25 years ago. The question, if for a lot of customers that are doing gaming or more high-end video editing, they really want a device with that kind of flexibility to upgrade it. But for a lot of people, they just want a device that looks good in various parts of their house and can sit on top of the desk rather than under it.
And doesn't take up a lot of space.
It also draws a lot less power, so it doesn't throw as much heat. These devices draw 45 watts compared to 250 watts for a lot of full-size desktops.
And apparently available in a variety of colors.
So this is as I said, the Pavilion Mini is $319 and comes in white.
How much again?
$319, including a keyboard and a mouse. Now, this other product is part of that Stream family we talked about before. This is the HP Stream Mini. This has a Intel Celeron processor. It has a 2 gigabytes of RAM, a 32 gigabyte SSD, but this comes with 200 gigabytes of OneDrive for a year. And this device with mouse and keyboard is $179, and it includes that $25 gift card at the Microsoft Store. So
love it, and available in a cool color. Now, talking about cool things, we have got to talk about this awesome monitor. And again, if you're listening on the radio, have no fear. Don't be driving off the road in excitement. Visit intotomorrow.com and look for the HP interview with Mike. And tell me about this extremely wide screen.
yeah, so this monitor is really all about having a great immersive experience for you when you're sitting at your desktop. You think about it, it's a curved display, 34 inches, is a basically QHD plus monitor. And what's cool about it is, as you can see here, it's running a really full screen, so you want to watch a movie, it's a great solution. But if you also want to run multiple windows, you can have your email on the left, and your Facebook on the right, and be able to keep track of all those things going. It's like having two monitors in one. Really.
And it is. It's a gorgeous with a nice curve to it. So it's really like ergonomically pleasing as well.
It is. And what's interesting is you think about curved television. So there's one person watching a curved TV that's going to be in the optimal space. Everyone else there isn't getting the experience. With a monitor, typically there's one person that's important. As I sit there, I'm the same distance from the middle as I am from the right and the left. It's just a great experience to see things where my whole screen is the same distance, and a very, very deep immersive experience.
And I'm imagining our videographer, Chris, my son, who's looking at this and showing all the cool aspects of this, thinking, imagine editing video on this. I mean, gameplay, if you're into that, that's going to be amazing. But imagine how he can open up all of the different elements he needs with like Adobe Premiere and things like that, and just put the elements together in one screen that is so wide it gets the job done nicely.
Absolutely, it's super high resolution. This one's actually being driven by one of these Pavilion Minis here as well. So it's really interesting to see what this little tiny, as you said, cereal bowl sized PC can use to drive this really cool big monitor. This monitor is going to ship later on this spring, and it's going to be $999.
Nice. So for under $1,000 in the spring, you can have the best monitor not only on your block, but in your town, probably.
Absolutely. Great for doing work, and frankly, probably great for kicking back and watching some movies, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can imagine. Well, you're a delight to chat with, Mike, and we appreciate you spending a few minutes. There's so many more cool things to see. Visit hp.com for more, and of course, we'll link you there, but come on, they got one of the easiest websites on the planet, so you have no reason not to visit hp.com. While you're online, hit us up at intotomorrow.com for videos of all of our radio interviews for all 3 weeks worth of coverage from the International CES 2015 edition. With more from Las Vegas, we'll be back. I'm Dave Graveline on Into Tomorrow here on the Advanced Media Network.